Hello, this is Steve Schott, and I am going to make a short video to explain how and what features will be relevant for this project. First, we'll log in, and just to get our orientation, this will be the first thing that you would see. We typically want to go to projects and go to the project that you want to be looking at. In this case, we'll use the SANS project. As you can see here, we have something called a dashboard. It is showing us all the different activities that have occurred today. And today, January 6th, you can look back at all the other things that have happened in the past as well. This will be a little bit of a pointer so you can see who's updated what. 99% of everything that we'll use will be under the Rail tab here, and so we'll be doing everything with Rail items. The other 1% will be wiki and files, but this video is going to explain how Rails work. This particular list shows all the Rail items from the SANS project. As you can see, each Rail item can be in 3 different states. This one is shown in the submitted state, this one in active, and this one in resolved. In the submitted state, the problem has been listed inside of the problem, or the enhancement or the question has been listed inside of the Rail item. In the active state, a portion of the answer has been put in, not the entire answer, but maybe the next steps of what's going to happen are involved there, but the complete solution hasn't been found. In the resolve state, the whole Rail item the solution has been found and the conclusion has been written in. Eventually, there'll be many Rail items, as you see there are here now, and it's kind of a lot of information to see and show and sort. So one of the things that you'll probably want to use right away is a way to view it such that it only shows your Rail items. So if we click on View and we look at My Current, so these are going to be the Rail items that are assigned to you that are either active or submitted. In this case, these Rail items are assigned to Steve Schott, myself, and they're only active and submitted items here, no resolved items. So these are the things that I need to focus on, and these are the things I need to work on. We also have all current, so these are all the Rail items that are current, not just yours, but everybody else's. There might be some topics in here that you're interested in or you have some input for, so you want to look for them here and then click on and edit them. Another useful one is the current by assigned. So this is simply the same all current list, but sorted by person. These are the Al, Brett, Don, Grant, Justin, the entire list. Another view that's handy is the current feed. And what this will do is show all of the action items, but not just in a list view, but give all the details of each of the task items, each of the ticket items. As shown here. So here's everything for the item 21, here's everything for item 24, everything for item 35, 34, 22, etc. You get the point. Going back to our list, for all items, another helpful thing is to be able to sort. So we can sort by priority, or if it's a question or an enhancement or a defect. We can also filter out and look at only just the ones for, in this case, let's say Justin. So it'll filter all the items and just show everything for Justin, everything that's active, resolved, submitted, etc. Now we'll go back to everything. So you ask, how is it that I'm supposed to actually edit one of these particular rail items? For this example, I'll pick this one here, this particular rail item, item 31. And the first thing that we'll notice is that the rail items typically will come to you. In this case, they came to Al Paulman, but they'll typically come, when they're first started, they'll come in as submitted. So we'll see submitted, we'll see that it's a question. We have 3 different fields here that we want to look at. One's description. So this is the description of the problem or the question right here. And you can see right here, if you look into this, this is the question they're looking for right now. Let's say I'm Al Paulman and I want to change this ticket item. I know the answer to this question. So I would first I'd read this description and say, well, maybe I understand that question, but maybe I don't. If I really don't understand the question that's being asked, I probably don't want to actually activate it or resolve it or edit it. I want to ask a question of the person that sent it to me. So I would go down into the conversation section. We use the conversation to help us understand what the issue is, or help us understand how we want to move this rail item from one person to another. But we do not use the conversation to help us define what the question is or the description of the actual rail item. So you could perhaps, and sometimes you will, but generally you want to keep the relevant information with respect to the rail item in either the description or the progress or the resolution sections, depending upon if the state is either submitted or active or resolved. But in this case, we'll say we know that we understand the question. We can answer the question. I'm Al Paulman and I can answer the question. So I want to show everybody that this rail item is being worked on and that the answer is begun to be found and begun to get done. So I will, if I was Al Paulman, I would click Activate. Activate is really just it's the same as Edit, but it allows, it basically has changed the state to now active. Item is assigned to Al Paulman. Al would say, okay, yes, I understand the description, but now I want to tell the answer. I type the answer in here. I would maybe type the next steps to find the answer. Basically any relevant information about the task and about getting the task done. Again, however, the main thing that we want to put in here are what are the next things that we need to have, that need to happen. And by who needs to do this task, or these next steps. So Al entered his answer. He has a question, so he's going to reply, put his question here. And but that question isn't for Al to find, so he wants to, he will save this. And we can now see that under the progress, here's where we have the progress area. But he knows really this action item doesn't belong to him anymore. He's asking a question of Steve Schott, so he is going to say, see the questions in the progress field. And then he will assign it to Steve Schott, who will notify by email. So he submits the comment, and the assignment is now Steve Schott. If we look up here, it's the ticket item 31 has now been assigned to Steve Schott. It's active. If we look at our rail list, ticket 31 is now assigned to Steve Schott, and I know now that I need to do something with it. Another very handy feature of these rail items is that we can attach files to each of the rail items. For example, in this one we have a PDF that's been attached, so that when we describe the issue or the enhancement or the problem, we can also have files attached. We attach files, the rail item, then we can also upload more files if we'd like to by clicking on this button here, and upload whatever file you would like to from this particular item. So the next step is how do we get the rail item into the resolve state. We've finished up making changes to the rail item, and now we would like to resolve it. We'll go back to our list. We'll find one that we can resolve. We will resolve this particular item here, item 32. You can see that the description is here. I've begun working on this. It's time to resolve. The answer to the question is save. So now the item is in the resolve state. The answer has been answered. The question's been answered, and we are all done with this particular action item. That is how we will do 99% of the work in CoMineWork, which is through Rails. So please come and visit the rail item quite often, and remember to take a look at your current rail items daily at least.